Bonjour, ladies and generals. I'm here to bring you a very important video because, guys, Bitcoin and Ethereum have had a massive run up, but we're now testing and seemingly, at least for the moment, losing two critical support levels for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. I also want to talk about the state of the bull market and where I can see it's going in the future. So folks, if you want to know what's going on in the market, if we're gonna have a pullback, where we could possibly find support, and if we're in a bull market or not, do me and you a favor, like and subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. Without further ado, let's delve into it. So folks, before I delve into the doom and gloom that may indeed be happening, I just want to make it very clear that I am leaning more macro bullish than not. Given that Bitcoin and Ethereum have put in higher highs, higher lows, and flipped major resistance and support, I do believe that a strong argument could be made that a second leg of the bull run is very realistic. But in the short term, I'm seeing some very concerning things. Folks, this yellow line here, the 200 simple moving average on the daily, it seems like we are losing it as support. This is what we refer to in the business as no bueno. So in the next 3 hours at the time of recording, if we get a daily candle close below this, then folks, we're probably going to have more of a significant pullback, which is nothing crazy at all. We've had a quite healthy, quite substantial run up the last week or so. So the fact that we're having a pullback now is nothing too crazy. Now, the key thing here, in my opinion, is putting in a higher low. If we can come back down, retest the original breakout point from this kind of descending triangle slash trend line here at kind of 41,000 to about 42,000 and hold that as support, then that would be a very good sign. That would just be a higher low. So if we can maintain this high here, maintain the breakout point, just hold 41,000, 42,000, then this would have been an extremely healthy pullback. And folks, I think retesting the zone is very realistic if we get that daily candle close below the 200 SMA on the daily for Bitcoin. Now guys, why do we care about Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin leads the market. It will affect all other altcoins. Now, another reason why I am not all doom and gloom and why I am now leaning more macro bullish is for a few reasons. The hash ribbon indicator has given us a blue buy signal. Every time we've had a blue buy signal, historically, the prior daily low was the low. So if you look up the hash ribbon indicator on your indicator thing, and you look at every time we got a blue buy signal, the previous low was indeed the low, and we never went back below it, except for one time, which was the I can't say the word, the global disease, the big cough crash. So somewhere over here, the big cough hit. We had a blue buy signal and we made a lower low. So that was the only time we made a lower low after a blue buy signal. So barring any kind of global, calamity or black swan event, I do believe that either this was the low or this was the low here. My issue is that there's different versions of this indicator and they had the blue buy signal at slightly different places. So either way, I do believe either this low or this low was indeed the low. But aside from that, folks, our EMA ribbons on a daily time frame, look at this cycle's first leg parabolic impulse. The daily EMA ribbons held the support throughout the entire length of the impulse from $12,000 to $65,000. Well, $60-ish thousand. It held the support. As soon as we lost it, it was the beginning of the massive sell-off. But what are we seeing now, folks? We broke above it. Not only did we break above it, but we came back down to retest it. And where are the upper bounds of our EMA ribbons on the daily? Right where I'm saying we could find support, right around the original breakout point from 41,000 to 42,000. So folks, if Bitcoin holds 41,000 to 42,000, then I think we probably are due for a next leg up. Now, something interesting that we're also seeing is, even though we're seeing signs of some weakness with Bitcoin for the moment, we are seeing Bitcoin dominance seemingly breaking down from the trend line, which could be interpreted as bullish for altcoins. Also, the hash rate is steadily picking up. This is a good sign, bullish confirmation. And Bitcoin is still dramatically leaving exchanges, which is bullish. We're also seeing long-term holders accumulate while short-term holders are selling off. This is typically interpreted as a very bullish sign, as long-term holders typically sell off during relief rallies and accumulate when they think the market is capable of having a further leg up. The funding rate is still positive and the global interest rate is still increasing. So there's basically an increasing amount of participants in the market, and those participants are bullish. So while we are losing the 200 SMA for the moment, folks, the macro trend, I do believe, is still positive. So as long as Bitcoin puts in any kind of higher low on whatever pullback we may or may not have, that would be a very bullish sign and potentially a very good buying opportunity, not financial advice. Now, moving on to Ethereum. I love Ethereum, but Ethereum is right up against strong resistance. Look how many days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of getting rejected exactly off the same region. This 3100 to about 3200 is very strong resistance for Ethereum. Now, folks, Ethereum seems like it may want to lose this green line, the 21 EMA on the 6 hour, as support. If we do that, if we get a daily close below the 21 EMA on the 6 hour, that is what we refer to in the business as no bueno, folks. That is not good, because we have been impulsing quite a lot as of late, and if we lose a major support level that we've held all throughout the impulse, then folks, we're probably going to have a pretty decent pullback. My best case scenarios, we're probably going to pull back to around 2700. If that doesn't hold as support, then probably retest the original breakout point at around 2400 to about 2500. So if you were looking for a buy the dip opportunity, which I sure am, this is where I will be buying. Not financial advice, that's just what I'm up to. Or you could wait for this EMA to do something like this, and price to do something like this, break above, come back down, retest that EMA, and then if the EMA has a positive slope, once we've retested and held it as support, then I would be comfortable buying back into Ethereum. After breaking down from the 21 EMA on the 6 hour, breaking back above it, bullishly retesting it on a positive slope, then I would feel comfortable buying back in, with the understanding that in that case we could see bullish continuation. Now, the Ethereum Bitcoin pairing also looks quite bullish here. We're breaking out of a descending triangle / wedge, basically some trend lines here. If we can kind of hold the line, maintain above this previous high, if we maintain above this previous high, then we could probably see a bit of a leg up here in the short term to retest one of these highs here. So understanding if we can remain above this high here on the Ethereum Bitcoin pairing will be important to understand if we can hold support here at the moment. If we don't hold above this previous high here, then that's a sign that we might lose the 21 EMA on the 6 hour. Now, the fundamentals for Ethereum are very bullish. V.I.P 1559 recently came in past, which makes Ethereum deflationary over the long term. We are also seeing the number of Ethereum held on exchanges continue to go down, which is also bullish. So ultimately, folks, as long as Bitcoin keeps putting in macro higher lows and higher highs, then I am macro long-term bullish on Ethereum and the market. But just understand that if we do lose these two support levels for Bitcoin and Ethereum, I would expect short-term bearishness. I would expect us in the short term, if Ethereum loses the 21 EMA on the 6 hour, daily close below it, to fall back to 2700, if not 24 to 2500 for Ethereum. And if Bitcoin loses 200 SMA on the daily, we're probably going to retest the original breakout point from about $41,000 to about $42,000. So folks, given that Bitcoin is losing the 200 SMA on the daily, we're a bit overextended in the short term. We're seeing some bearish divergence on the 4 hour RSI, putting in a lower high in RSI paired with a higher high in price action, bearish divergence. I do believe that a bit of a market-wide pullback is very realistic in the short term. Assuming we do, I think we're going to get some great buy the dip opportunities on a lot of altcoins, assuming you believe in a second leg of the bull run, such as I. So folks, if you want an extra hand navigating this market, and if you want access to some great low cap gems, then make sure you check out these final words from our sponsor. Ladies and genitals, people of all genders, are you tired of being liquidated 100x leveraging with your favorite crypto influencers bybit link for that is down in the description below? Are you tired of trying to draw whack-off lines, waves, or fib level extension extrapolations that you're pretty sure you and everyone else don't really know what they do or how to use them? Well then folks, I got the solution for you. Check out our VIP Discord group specifically created to help you navigate this crypto space. You see, I too want to meet the crypto gods in Valhalla, but I don't want to just be there myself. I want to help you get there as well. So if you guys want an extra hand navigating this space, if you want access to our take profit strategy, then folks, become a VIP Discord member. When you join, you'll get access to our take profit strategy, where we share what factors we're looking at to try and time cycle tops and bottoms. This is but one example of the many things we consider when trying to form a take profit strategy. We found a moving average that held that support throughout the length of the impulse, where we take profits and sell once we lose it. If we would have stuck to the strategy, you would have called the local 2021 bull run top by 13%. As well, we also share setups we're looking at. In this post, I shared with our VIP Discord members how I bought the local bottom at $1,600 right before Ethereum's run up to $4,400. So if you want access to all this and more, then make sure you become a VIP Discord member. You'll get access through our Patreon. The link for that is down in the description below. As always, folks, your support is highly appreciated. Important disclaimer here, we are not financial advisors and do not give financial advice. Our goal in making this group is to help empower you guys and make you more confident in your own understanding and help you come to your own conclusions. So folks, go sign up right now. Click on the link down below. You'll get access through our Patreon. I can't wait to see you guys in there.